Welcome back to a new episode of The Good Talk. In studio today, we have Priscila Gutierrez. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Thanks for coming to the studio. What do you think of the studio?
I love it. Honestly, since the first time I saw it, I love it. I love what you did to it. I even love that wall right there that you have with all the plants because it reminds me of the other room back there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because you were here about a year ago.
Yeah.
In this building, and you came to do some tattooing for like an event.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we met.
Yes.
And then now we're here maybe like a year later. And you have blossomed a lot in your career and
Thank
your
you.
tattooing, right? So, Priscila, you are a tattoo artist, right? Is that what you go by?
I go by it, yes.
Okay, tattoo artist. So let's dive into your past and your journey of being a tattoo artist and also like your life as well. Because we want to get to know who you are and kind of how you got to this point where you are now. So let's kind of jump into it.
Ooh.
Don't. Hey, this is your first podcast too, right?
I guess professionally, yes.
Okay.
Other than the chismes you get like in
Yeah.
the, with your girlfriend, you're just like talking. But yeah.
Mucho chisme.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a bunch of podcasts called Chismes or Hella Chismes or.
No way.
Yeah.
I should
Puro
be on
chisme.
that. I have
Mucho chisme?
so much to say.
So where are you from? You speak Spanish?
I am from Ocotlan. That's in Guadalajara, Jalisco.
Well, Guadalajara.
Guadalajara.
And you were born there?
I was born there, raised there until I was, I think, 6 years old.
Okay.
And then I was brought here at a very, very young age. So then I just stayed here.
So like 6, 7 years old?
6, 7.
6,
yeah.
7.
6,
Yeah.
7 years
You know,
old.
me too. Yeah, I was born in Chihuahua, and then like at a very young age as well, they brought me to the U.S.
Yeah, I feel like we all have that same story.
Yeah,
It's like, dude,
yeah.
what made you come over? I mean, it's not bad, but
Yeah.
you kind of, because I have memories of going to school back there and having a whole entire life there and then here.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's different. But yeah, I was, because my birthday's October, so they brought me around like mid birthday. So that's why I was like, it's like 6, 7 years old. I was really close. Or it could have been like 5, 6. No, it was 5, 6.
Oh, not 6,
Yeah,
7.
not 6.
Okay, that's still really young though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so when you moved out here, did you know English already?
No.
Yeah, me
Which is
either. I
like-
was barely learning Spanish at
Yeah,
that point.
'cause-
Like,
And I mean, and you know what I think it's hard is that a lot of people tend to think like, oh, you're Mexican, you're Hispanic, you are bilingual. What people forget, or I don't know if they understand, bilingual means that like I only remember certain words in English, and I can't pronounce them in Spanish now, or I can only pronounce them in Spanish and not English because it's just like the whole discombobulated brain. You
yeah.
know?
Yeah, I started learning English when I moved to the U.S. And
So it's the school.
yeah, it was school, and like they ended up like moving me a grade back just so I can learn the language.
You did that too?
Yeah,
They did
that to
me.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like supposed to be in third grade
ESL or whatever.
Yeah, I was supposed to be in third grade, and then they
Mhm.
moved me back to second grade, and I was like, it's alright because like that teacher I had.
Or I think
Oh
my
my-
mom fought for that.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't think I was held back, but
Oh,
they,
no.
they were going to hold me back like 1 year because I went to Roosevelt High School in Boyle Heights, and there the district is so bad with kids that they're just like no, like they don't really care. So my mom was the one that like really like I'm not gonna have basically like a dumb daughter or whatever.
So they didn't move you back.
No, I don't
'Cause your
think
mom
so. But
fought-
it was
They
definitely.
moved me back.
but it
My
was
mom
in the
did not
talk. You see,
care.
She should have.
She was like, yeah, dude, sí, muévelo también, mijo. But yeah, so you speak Spanish. We both speak Spanish. It's kind of cool to.
Is it your first language? Well,
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
right?
it's my
Obviously,
first language.
it's my
Yeah,
first language.
yeah. But now it doesn't really seem like it's my first language
Yeah.
at this point, just because I speak English more than
Mhm.
Spanish, and I don't have that many people to speak Spanish to.
Yeah.
So yeah, even though it was my first language, at this point it's not really
It's
my
just
first language.
lingering now, yeah.
Yeah, every time I go back to Mexico, I feel like way out of place.
Yeah, because you're too now. It's like you're too white to be Mexican.
Yeah.
But when you're here, you're in a way like you're too Mexican to be American.
Yeah.
Or however they see
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I just feel like not. I feel in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
That's true. Yeah, every time I go to Mexico, though, it's the Spanish over there is crazy. I'm like, oh my god, like that's
Very.
I sound nothing like that.
articulate,
Yeah,
the words, everything.
very
yeah.
professional, and I'm over here like forgetting
We
words. in
recently had
Spanish.
cousins over and they were like talking and they were like, no, 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 no. And I looked at them, I'm like, damn, I'm stupid. You know?
Yeah, I know. Or I'm like, damn, I should sound like that.
Mhm.
but I don't. So anyway, so you came to the U.S. very young, and then you went to school here. At a very young age, is that when you started getting into like art and drawing?
Art, honestly, I feel like I can say that I'm an artist in every medium because I've tried almost everything. Um, but what's funny is that I don't really draw. I'll draw, but if you were to tell me like draw it right now, I can't do that because now I feel forced to do it. Like it's like a job, you know. So now, even as a kid, I feel like I would only doodle in my doodle homework. But I was more of a hands-on kid, so I did the what is it called? The ceramics class. I did the wood workshop, the carpentry. So I was more of a builder, putting stuff together rather than me like drawing something up out of like my mind, you know?
Yeah.
I think the only thing that just came out like from my head was just always like rockets and aliens. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Rockets
So
and
when
aliens.
did you start getting into more of the art, kind of like what you're doing now?
For tattooing,
Yeah.
honestly, it fell in my lap. I never.
This is not something you kind of like.
It's not even something I thought of a profession. Like it wasn't even my first option to do. I worked at a tattoo shop, but I was customer service.
Oh, okay.
And I would see the artists
Here in California?
Yeah, here in California. I think this was officially, I would say officially, I've been tattooing or like skin to like me to skin for 4 years or 3 years. But professionally, I would only say like I would only count 2 to 3 years out of that whole time, because at some point I feel like I've learned more than when I officially started. You know, I can't just automatically say I'm a tattoo artist, but my work is shit.
Yeah.
I felt like I needed to earn that, like feeling proud of myself. Or like, let's just say like if you and me are out and then I did a tattoo on you and then you're like, oh, like this is my tattoo artist, she did all this. Is it a good job for me to be proud of it? If it's not, then I don't really like to say, that I'm doing that. I want to be proud of it.
So when did you start tattooing?
When did I start tattooing? I think, like I said, I got fired from that job. I was a customer service
at a tattoo shop.
I have not a loud mouth, but I stand up for myself a lot. I think having my mom's like voice, the hard Mexican mom telling you
spicy
stuff,
Latina.
Yeah, that comes out sometimes. So I'm just like, if you tell me something, I'm gonna tell it back to you because I know you're wrong. You're whatever. So then after that, I got someone to show me. I got my machine. I got my friends. There's this girl. She, God bless her, because I owe her tattoos. They're not shitty, but she was the first person I definitely tattooed. And from that, it was my journey. Someone told me to go look at this one shop, and I started working there as an apprentice. And then, from
how old were you at this point when you started doing that?
When I officially started tattooing, I think I was 22, 23. I'm 27.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you started tattooing just on your friends. Was it like a hobby at first?
It was more like a dream. Like, a ver si lo, like if it fits, if it falls.
Yeah. Wait, you said it landed in your lap just because you were working at a tattoo shop and that just kind of kicked it off?
It kind of like, I'm a visual learner. So
Yeah.
I started seeing like, it kind of, this looks a little easy. I don't know. Like the setting up, breaking down, the tattoo, they take off and they leave. So I was like, it seems kind of easy. So I think it was more like the ego in me that was like, I want to try it, because I'm the type of person that's like, I would rather say I've done it, I did it. If it didn't work out, it didn't work out. At least I did it, So then I got the machine and I did it on myself, which I did like this tattoo on my thigh first. And
you still have that tattoo?
Yeah, it's just the 2 eyes right here.
That was your first tattoo on
first
yourself?
tattoo
Because
on myself.
Something else we got to talk about. You have a lot of tattoos on you that you did yourself.
Yeah. It's mainly kind of like on this arm and then my legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But yeah, that one was, I was like, you know what? My line work's not bad. And then I went back to that shop and they kind of started buttering me up like, oh, you're really good. Like you have your line work already steady. So I think it started making me feel good about like, you know what? Maybe I should take this more serious than what I intended to. And then, it started going like that.
So it wasn't really a hobby. It was more of like, okay, let me just kind of try it out.
Let me just try it out, yeah.
And it kind of worked out.
It's been worked out.
And then
now I'm here.
And then you started working on your friend?
Yeah.
Was she not kind of like, I don't know, like
No,
it's your
see,
first
like
tattoo?
this is. I think that's why I really hold her to my heart really close because I reached out to her and I was like, hey, like, look, I wanna start tattooing. I think I posted it on Instagram. I was like, I'll do it for free, girl. I'll do it like anyone for free. Just let me practice on someone's skin so that I can get the idea of how it. Cause dude, I was tattooing oranges. I was tattooing bananas, the fake skins, and then I did it on myself. But I was like, it's all different. I need the depth of someone else's skin, you know. So she trusted me. Like I pulled up like the whole thing in her bedroom. I did one right here. It was really pretty. It's a sun, and then I did another one in red ink of a lady's body, like a silhouette. It's still there. I have her on Instagram. I was gonna post those pictures because I was looking at them. I'm like, oh, look at this. Like, just like, reminiscing and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So those were your first tattoos,
Those
and
were my
your
first
friends
tattoos.
weren't scared that you were gonna mess up, like have like a like a
not
shitty
that,
tattoo
not that
on them.
I know of, but
Were you scared about like messing up, doing like a wrong line, and just kind of screwing up their tattoo? Because there's no going back, right?
There's no going back, but honestly, I wasn't as scared.
Wow.
I had fucking balls of steel for some person that doesn't know anything. I went for it. Like I said, I'm more of a visual learner, so the days leading up to that, I asked the questions that needed to be asked. How much do I stick out my needle? What voltage do I, use my needle, my machine as? Like, what am I supposed to, how do I prep? How do I put my client if I'm tattooing them on the rib? So I'm just asking all these questions so that when the day comes, I'm prepared for it. I even took out a consent form, and she's my friend, but I was like, I'm not going to get sued. I'm practicing, but I'm not going to get sued.
Yeah.
So I made her sign the consent form, which I thought it was funny.
Is that when you realized that you were like, oh, maybe this could be a career path I can continue pursuing?
Yeah. I think once she was happy with it, and that was like a close friend of mine, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this. And then I did it. Cuz that's when I went to the shop.
And when was your first tattoo?
My first tattoo, I was 18. I had to be 18, but it was this one. But the funny part is it was a much prettier rose. It's just the guy messed up here.
Oh.
And now, see, understanding now as an artist, if you were to touch it, you can see that it's bumpy. It's so bumpy.
Yeah, it is.
So that means he scarred me. And so originally the flower was like maybe like this big, and then these were gonna be like Victorian chains and whatnot. Everything was messed up.
Was this guy a new artist?
No, he was one of like the OGs. He kind of like, you walk into the shop and you have like a bunch of like kind of like old heads looking kind of men. So he was really rough on me. He was like freaking bullying me, like, oh, why are you crying? You're such a baby, dude. He had a heavy hand that it was so bad. So then I waited it out. I think maybe like a year later, I got a cover up. So that's why it looks even darker and bigger, because they tried covering up the places that like he
So you weren't happy with that tattoo?
I was not happy with the tattoo.
With that first tattoo you got?
Yeah, the very first tattoo
See,
I got.
that's like my. I don't have any tattoos, but that's like my fear of like getting a tattoo and then like you're not happy with it.
Yeah.
And you're just like, man, like now what? Like it's just kind of there. You could do a cover up. Like,
and don't get me wrong, it's not that I hate it, because like I said, I'm the type of person where I would rather say I lived through it and I've experienced it rather than like wondering what. So I think this tattoo just kind of more signifies that, like, even though it's like everything's black and gray, there's still a beauty behind it, like it's still a flower. It's still like someone's gonna like it.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, if people ask me like, oh, do you regret getting it? It's like, maybe I don't regret getting it. I just, maybe the placement, I would have gotten it somewhere where it's not, because it's just dark.
Yeah. Man. And so after that, you just kind of went ham and started getting more tattoos?
What was my second tattoo?
I know you have so many. How many tattoos do you have?
I think, I don't even have a lot. Honestly,
No?
I don't have a lot. I think I have like 30 something.
That's not a lot?
That's not a lot. I've met so many people that have more tattoos
Yeah,
than
well,
me. And I want to be like that, but I just got
You
want to
be like that? Oh, that one's new?
Yeah, it's not fin. Oh, can you?
Yeah, you just
Let me
turn a
turn
little
it.
bit. Yeah, you're
I
good.
gotta-
Yeah, there you go.
Can you see it?
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah,
Nice.
my homegirl, she goes by Zill Tats. She did it because one day she was like, hey, like, we used to work together, and she's like, I did this, I drew this person, and funny enough, the girl is me. So she did like the little, like the chin and the nose. So she's like, this is kind of you. And then I'm going to do it your style because it's like very like gothic, demonic stuff. So she wanted it on my body. So I was like, let's do it. But we still need a little bit more shading to go.
Damn.
But I don't know what my second tattoo was.
So what would you like? What would you tell someone like me that has no tattoos, but might consider getting some tattoos in the future? Because if I would get a tattoo, I would get like a sleeve here, like from here to like here. That's what I would.
From the first session?
Well, I don't know. That's kind of just
Dude,
what I
I've
would
tattooed
want.
kids like full on. As soon as they're 18, they're like, I want from here to here.
Is that too much
I mean,
for like a first tattoo?
It just depends on your pain tolerance.
Oh, okay.
But
I'm saying, is that too big of a tattoo to get for the first time? Like you do it in
No, I
sections?
actually just did my uncle. Damn, I wish I had my phone. I just tattooed my uncle, and first he's what, like 44? I don't want to mess up his year, but then he's like 44, full on, boom, boom, tattoo.
Oh, okay.
And
That's the only thing I think I would definitely get on my left. Something kind of like a sleeve. I just don't know what, and that's kind of where.
Have you sat down and like, you know what? I've seen these designs, and these designs look cool.
No, not really.
I think that's what you should do, because a lot of people have come to me and they're like, "Oh, I want like this is my first tattoo, blah blah." But what do you want to get? Like, what do you think? I was like, well, and then I'll tell them this is your body. Unfortunately, the only thing I can kind of help you with is tell me what's in your mind, and I can put those together. Because
Yeah.
I that's what I do love about tattooing, is that I can sit with a client and make it personal and customizable with for you. You know, let's just say that you like a dog, and then you were born so and so and this and that. So then I'll morph them together to create a tattoo for you that tells you a story, and then you can leave and be happy about it.
Yeah.
You know, because
after this, I'll show you some like ideas. Of
perfect.
What I'm
next
thinking,
podcast,
maybe.
I'm gonna tattoo you right here
On the podcast.
On the
That would be
podcast.
crazy. All right,
I've
how
always wanted to
long
do
would it take
that.
to tattoo someone?
It depends. Like, what are you trying to like a tattoo like this big with what, like very little shading? Like an hour.
Like an hour, very
Yeah.
little shading.
Yeah, because if
Okay.
you want it done good and
For sure, yeah.
it takes time. I feel like a lot of people tend to also like.
Yeah,
Oh,
I wouldn't
like,
want it to
dude,
be fast.
They've pulled up and they're like, "Oh, I want something super simple." And so, like, this is a tattoo that I did on myself, and it's my own design too. I love Sacred Hearts. That's why I have it on my chest, but you can't see it. But
that tattoo on your chest.
I haven't finished it.
You told me you did that by yourself.
I tried, yeah.
That's crazy. On your chest, like.
Well, I try to go back in because the first artist that went, I just don't talk anymore. But I went back in and then I can't anymore.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
And that one's done, or are you gonna have to go back?
No, I have to go back.
go
I
back?
actually had my friend that I'm working with now. I asked him if he can try and come up with something, because I really want to get like a dark here, go closer, and really get crazy with it, and maybe put like some thorns going up right here.
You want to be covered.
I want to be covered. My grandma's gonna kill me, but I want.
Yeah, she's gonna watch this.
They'll do nah. She doesn't speak English.
Buena abuelita.
Snitch.
Man, yeah, she probably already hates everything you have.
Well,
right?
she didn't even see this one.
Oh.
I came back from seeing her because she lives out of state. She didn't see it.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
your grandma's like your best friend, right?
Yeah, she's like my mom.
Yeah.
She's like my mom.
Love that.
Yeah.
So, what are some of the biggest challenges that you had to go through when you started this journey?
Ooh, a lot. I think feeling welcome and accepting that like not everyone's gonna be, I wouldn't say your friend, but not to have an agenda with you, because I think since the tattoo industry is like male dominated more, there's more male than women back then. It was very hard to find a shop that basically like the some of the guys didn't want to sleep with you, or they were making bets with other men to do stuff to you, or possibly get roofied while you're working. No, dude, it's been really like, it was bad. I've had a couple encounters in different studios that should be shut down.
Yeah.
Because of not just my story, but there's a lot of other individual women that have suffered a lot of bad things about it. Thank God, like, it hasn't gotten bad, but it's gotten bad to other women that, I mean, I can't tell her story, but, it's out there.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's a male dominated
Very
industry
male.
basically. So you had a lot of challenges when you were trying to work in other studios with other male tattoo artists,
Yeah.
and they would just have like a like try to.
It's
How would they
like
treat their clients though? Would they treat their clients the way they would treat female artists as well, or was it a
no, I
different?
mean it's the same thing. You like
They're just scumbags.
you see women, it's like, oh, like, ah, she got like nice ass on her or whatever, blah, like watch me, and then like, they'll make a bet like if he's gonna sleep with her, if he's gonna get her number. If there's a tattoo in a certain angle, then they'll sexualize her for laying there, and but they won't talk about it in front of her, but they'll go to the back and talk about it.
Yeah.
Some men have taken pictures of them, and they've like, stored them for their own personal collection, which I don't understand because these men were married, they have kids. So it's like, that mentality of like, you have doing that and you also have kids and a wife. Come on,
Yeah. They just have no respect.
No respect. It was really bad. Very,
Yeah.
very bad.
Is there anything else you could think of that was a challenge that doesn't have to do with
Another challenge, I think it's just finding your rhythm. It's a lot of people telling you should do this, not this, but then you have someone else telling you, no, you should do this, not this. And I feel like at the end of the day, the tattooing only works when you feel comfortable in your own space, if that makes sense. Like, I can give you advice like, hey, I run my machine at like so and so, and I do this and this, or the drop system was like when we put the ink, and then like you either can wash it with color or you can wash it with water, which I wash it with water. But it works different with everyone because it's like maybe you're quicker with your wrist than I am, but we're still at the same speed,
Yeah. And when someone comes to you to get a tattoo, how do you approach that design or what they want? How does that work when you're working with someone?
I always really appreciate when they follow, because on my Instagram I have like the perfect email for you to send me, the perfect like DM, and it's give me if it's a story, in a way, like keep it short, but tell me like the meaning behind it, the placement, as in like the placement, the size, inches, or centimeters, whatever, and then give me at least a couple images or ideas. Even if you like, I've had clients like where like they've just sketched them, like just them
On their
sketching
own?
them on their own.
Yeah.
I was like, that's perfect, dude, because you're saying these words, but it's hard for me to also put those words here, so I have to at least kind of go off of something.
Yeah.
So I hope that they do that. So sending me the inches, sizes, placement, and their availability also.
Okay. Do you feel that like being a tattoo artist is much like being a therapist?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
You
yeah.
just get to hear a bunch of stories.
Yeah. Even sometimes, like, it's not bad. You don't ask for it, and then
Yeah.
they're just, they're venting, and I'm like, oh, tell me more, But it's nothing
Te
bad.
gusta el
It's-
chisme.
Me gusta el chisme. I live for the chisme. Because sometimes it's not even chisme. It's more like, it's very hard. Like, I go home and I'm like, you know what? That person definitely needed to vent. That person has been in their head for who knows how long. And I was just the only person that heard them that day. And it just feels really nice to kind of give them a feedback. Because it's like, we get used to, we can speak to ourselves every single day, 24 hours of the day. But it's nice when someone talks back to you. You know? Someone gives you like, you're not crazy, girl.
And you were there for like an hour, 2 hours.
Yeah, and
so-
I've had a lot of friendships because of that, and
Yeah.
I'm thankful for the job also that has given me really good friendships because of that. Like, same thing, I'll be tattooing them and they'll be like, oh dude, I just lost my job or something, and I'm just like, oh fuck, I'm gonna charge you for the tattoo. Like, I feel bad now, but
yeah.
it's just, oh no, it's okay, and then that's how we just keep going. It's just the relationship that I get to build with them. Like, recently I tattooed this girl on her back. I did like the phases of the moon, and she just sent me a picture from her wedding because she's like, dude, I loved it, and like, it's her and her husband, and it's the main thing is just that you can see the tattoo, and she wanted to get it done before her wedding. This was like last month.
Yeah. And do you get a lot of guys coming in, want tattoos, but also kind of maybe try to like hit on you or try
I'm
to
pretty
like,
sure, yeah.
but like while you're tattooing on them?
I had one major one that eventually he emailed me like, "Hey, I didn't want to be weird. I don't know how you were gonna see me, dude." He was 40, like 5, like closer to
Oh, man.
50. I don't know how like I felt like a kid again, shaking when you were tattooing me. I didn't know how to express it. I was just like, "Oh, yeah." It's like my dad telling me this.
Yeah, so
pretty
he
much.
sent you like a message after.
Dude, the message is long as
Oh
hell.
man.
Explaining this, I would like to take you on a date or something. I also have guys that are just like, I originally hit you up for a tattoo, but I fell in love.
Wow.
Which, those are funny. Those are funny, but I don't respond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just leave them on red.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now you're taken now, so
I'm
you're
married.
You're married? Oh wow, I didn't know that. Okay,
Yeah.
well, congrats.
Thank you. I
So
got
you're
married.
completely off the market.
Off the market.
Married. Wow. You weren't married last time I saw you. Yeah.
No, we got married in March.
Last year? It's March now.
May.
May.
We got married in May. I'm heard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we
Well,
got married in
congrats.
May.
See, hear that, guys? She's off the market. So how would you describe your style that you do?
I think it's like fine black, fine line, but it's dark. Yeah, that's how I would describe it. I love to do surrealism, but I don't get a lot of those now. I think now
What is that?
surrealism.
Yeah.
Damn, I forget his name. Like he's an artist. Why I'm so bad with names. It's not like Van Gogh, but it's like when you picture, like if you picture an elephant, but then the top of the elephant's body starts turning into a castle. You know, and then the elephant has like even longer arms.
Some like AI stuff. That looks like AI.
I guess now you would say
Yeah.
AI, but it's rare, it's random, but it's so like the art of just everything.
And you don't have any of that on you?
No, to show you, I wouldn't
Yeah,
even
okay.
like explain.
So your style is fine lines. How else would you describe it?
It's fine line, black and gray, because I do also like microrealism, but it's mainly that.
Okay. And what would you say makes your work different from other artists?
I think also overall, like even the experience, because it's I really try to connect with the client more than anything.
Okay.
You know, I try to understand every corner that they want me to do, and then I feel like also what makes it different would be the experience. You know, you are gonna go home and thinking like, holy shit, you know what? I had a good talk with this person. She understood everything. You know, everything was laid out. My tattoo looks great. And I never once felt like she put me on the spot or something. Because I've heard that a lot of artists, like, they'll start getting like, oh, like, you want me to replace the stencil again? You want me to, you know? So I think that's the difference of how I provide my work with other people, is really making you feel like you're comfortable. Because
So customer service, essentially.
Yeah, it's customer
Yeah,
service.
that's great. Yeah. Are there any tattoos that you love doing versus others that you kind of really don't like doing?
I love doing, weirdly enough, I love doing those like real biblical angels.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like all the wings and stuff,
Yeah.
and like the eyes. So see, that would be realism.
Oh okay.
Like it's surrealism because it's realism, but it's not. So it's surrealism. So I love doing those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And what kind of tattoos you don't like doing? Is there any type?
I think I just got tired right now of doing peonies.
Doing what?
Peonies?
What's that?
Flowers.
Oh okay.
It's a specific flower. It's a peony. I think that's
And
how
people
you
just
pronounce
get those all the time?
a bunch of clients.
So you're like-
honestly, I think they take turns. Like every what?
Do you try
like,
to avoid those
oh,
at this point?
no,
No.
definitely no. I feel like I don't turn down any tattoo
Oh, okay.
unless I know I can't do the tattoo.
Hmm.
I'll turn it down and I'll give you like that reference to someone else. Cause
So if someone comes to you and they're like, "Hey, I have this," like, would you? And then you see it and you're like, "This doesn't really."
It's not my style.
Right. It's not my style. It's
Yeah.
not like something like I can probably do. You're like, tell them.
I'll tell them like, hey, I like can't do it unfortunately, but I can recommend you, or I'll recommend someone to you that can give you, the experience in the tattoo a lot better. Because I'm like, I know someone's gonna knock this out better than I can, and I would want you to be happy with it rather than me being money hungry and accepting your tattoo and then you're unhappy.
Yeah.
I think that's
for sure.
one thing also about me is that I'm not doing tattoos because I need the money. That is one thing that as I started building my the tattoo industry for myself, I've noticed that you do have to do it for yourself because it's gonna be obvious when you're doing it for the money. You're not that's not me.
Yeah. And when did you start thinking about making this like a business and start thinking of it more of like a business and start promoting it as like a business?
I think as soon as social media started becoming even more heavier, because it's like, this is my own, I'm the brand.
Yeah.
I every video I have to put myself out there. The second they see you, like, oh dude, you have your podcast, you're your own brand now. So now you have to carry yourself a certain way so that when people see you, people talk about you, it's like, hell yeah, I want to go to that person because it's you're selling yourself now. And I think that's when that's
so
the second
how long have you been doing this? Like seriously, you said?
Seriously, like 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
And ever since the 3 years, you're like, okay, I gotta take this.
No, this was recent.
This was recent.
Really
okay.
recent.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, it's the shift of social media.
Yeah. So what do you think of social media as a whole right now?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's
You use it a lot right now?
I'm trying to.
Yeah.
But it's a little difficult trying to keep up with everyone. Because I feel like now, also, everyone and their mom wants this tattoo.
Yeah? That's
Everyone
good for you.
wants a tattoo. No, they want to tattoo.
Oh, they want to tattoo. I thought they wanted tattoos.
They want to tattoo.
Oh,
I
see.
feel like COVID happened, and I feel like everyone at home ended up buying a machine. They're like, I can do this and this and that.
Yeah.
But what they forget is that tattooing comes with discipline and also like the integrity, and a lot of people get what's that word? I got discouraged so much in the first few years of tattooing.
Really?
Because I was promoting myself, I was posting myself out there, and to this day I still get discouraged because I've worked with so many people around like different jobs, and like let's just say I post something on social media and they won't engage with my work, but they'll engage with someone else that I've known they talk shit about, or I've known there's not a good relationship there. It's like, what about me do you not like that you can't even support my work? There's two different things, you don't have to like me for you to like my work and say that, like, put your ego aside, like, you know what, she's gotten really good, or like, you have to kind of put that two and two separate.
Yeah.
But I feel like with social media, it's definitely been hard for me to keep up the happiness persona, because we're not always going to be happy on social media. There's going to be days where you're waking up and you don't even want to be on social media. You don't want to post anything, but I have to post it to stay relevant, to keep the algorithm of Instagram going,
Yeah. Is there an example of a difficult client that you've had in the past that you kind of already were too far into the client and it wasn't a fun experience for you?
I've had different. If we can categorize them differently,
Okay.
But I think the main one when you ask me that question is just the person that moves so much. A person.
But are they moving because it hurts and pain, or are they just like?
Well, yeah, every tattoo is gonna hurt. Every tattoo is gonna hurt. But when you're like really like, you keep moving this way, moving that way, you are making it worse for me to finish this tattoo sooner.
Have you ever messed up a tattoo?
Hell yeah.
Oh,
in the beginning, not now.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, hell yeah.
So what do you do after
I haven't messed up someone. No, you know what? That's a lie. When I was first an apprentice, when I first started tattooing, I tattooed a chick. I hope she doesn't come and get me now. I tattooed her in the back of her ear. I did like 3 butterflies. I had no business tattooing. The guy shouldn't have allowed me to tattoo the back of the neck. It's weird. It's a weird angle. The client has to be like this. You have to kind of be like hunched over or sitting down. I didn't even know. I think I did like 2 decent butterflies, and then the third one was just like,
no way.
Yeah.
And did she not like it?
She didn't even say anything. Like, she just laughed.
But you didn't like it.
I didn't like it.
You were like,
I'm the worst critic of I
Yeah.
judge myself the most. But recently, messing up a tattoo, no. Maybe I won't like a line, but you go over it. But it all takes it's patience. But to answer
So
your
people that
question,
move a lot.
it's bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad because you're moving and I'm trying to hold you down, and I'm trying to pull that line, or I'm doing a shade, and oh, hold on, this and that. Or can we take a break? Every time you take a break, your skin gets even more tender.
So no breaks is better.
I take breaks, just not as often, because I've had clients where, oh, hold on, but it's more of an excuse, like, oh, I have to drink water, or I have to do this. It's like, homie, just sit down.
Yeah.
We're gonna get through this. Just breathe. Well, I'll give you a fucking, what do you call those? The stress relief.
Yeah.
First,
So they can.
so you can just squeeze that.
Yeah. So how has being a tattoo artist like changed you as a person?
I think, I don't know.
Has that made you grow in any way?
I definitely.
Yeah.
I think more. Well, it's because see, I was always social. I was also like a social butterfly. I would always get in trouble with that, like having the yearly meetings. And they bring in your parents from school and like, oh, Priscila talks a lot, blah blah. So I feel like all that's just been now that works for me tattooing because it's an easy conversation, but I think becoming a tattoo artist definitely helped in like the creative side, seeing everything different. When you start tattooing, they first tell you like you have to look at everything in shapes and sizes so that like, okay, like in this angle you're gonna be tattooing this way so that you can get this effect. So like now when I look at things and I'm like, that looks like that wall can look really pretty getting tattooed on you. And then like I kind of start seeing like where the shadows go and everything. Like it's like, I don't know, like it kind of opens your world to like these dimensions where the shadings should go,
Yeah. Do you have someone that you look up to, other tattoo artists?
I look up to, I don't know. I wouldn't say look up to.
Or you like, get inspiration from?
No, yeah, I know, but I'm just saying because like I always hold like look up to is like a very harsh word because I feel like at some point some people just like let you down.
Yeah,
But
especially when you meet them in
definitely-
person.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
like
I get that a lot too. Yeah, you're like,
So- you're such a fucking dick.
that person wasn't as cool as I thought they were gonna be. And this is like, I guess I'm not that much of a fan anymore.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's why I've always kind of said that like if I can't respect you as a person, then I'm just not gonna even bother looking at your work. But I think for now, I really respect my friend's work. He's the guy that I'm working with currently right now. I've seen how far he's also come in the way that like his shading has just kind of shifted to what it is now. I'm like and I always see it as like if you got there, I can get there too. But I don't see it as jealousy. I see it more like I'm gonna have that opportunity too when it's my turn.
Yeah. So right now you're in your own studio, your own tattoo studio. Congrats, that's amazing. How did that happen, and when did you realize like you're like, okay, this is kind of I think the route I need to go and get my own studio?
Well, see, okay, how like I was saying, the friend that I had mentioned earlier, he's the one that was looking up studios, and he's been trying to put me and this other guy together. So as like much as he was looking, he finally got me. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna join you. Let me get in business with you because I'm so tired of trying to find a place for me to feel good, but also I think about my clients because I was just working earlier at a walk-in shop because I wasn't paying attention to my work as much as I should have, so I just kind of fell down and I wasn't getting enough clients, so I went to my safety net as in like just taking walk-ins. But there I started appreciating the liberty of me having my own space and getting to come in the hours that I wanted to.
Yeah.
So when he got this one and we finally like we're working together, it's been really good, and I feel like I'm more comfortable there because my clients are comfortable there.
Yeah. And then your clients come to you. Do you take any clients do you go to them? Like if they want to book you and they're gonna be like, can you come to my
like house
place?
calls?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or any
I've
other
done that.
locations.
I've done that, but I just kind of say like it just keep it. Also, I can't just go to a place that's just gonna be infested with like cat hair, dog hair, or anything. Like it has to be good.
Yeah.
Because I have to take.
And you charge more for that?
I would say so.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, I don't even. I've done it. I don't even charge. Like I'll just charge the same amount I would have charged you at the studio.
I feel like that's
I know, but
more
people,
of a premium.
But people have told me
service.
like you should have charged like at least the gas.
Yeah.
At least something.
Yeah.
So then now I do.
Yeah. I think you're learning, and it's like an evolution
It's
thing.
it's a learning
So-
experience. Learning and then you do it. You learn and you do it.
Because obviously it's a lot more work. You know, you're going there, you're taking all your equipment.
Yeah.
I see like tattooing a lot like creating like a video for me. That's the way I kind of see it. Because I have to go somewhere to record, right? And then I have to like film everything. That takes a few hours. And then I have to come back and like put it all together and like edit it together, right? So like you're creating something from like nothing, basically.
And that's another thing. Like now with the whole social media thing, I'm not just a tattoo artist, dude. I'm a social media manager. I'm a publisher.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking email response person. I'm a DM person. Like I'm everything.
Yeah, you have
now.
to wear all the hats.
And it sucks because sometimes I don't know if you see me, like I'll be like, oh, I'm getting back to people's messages. Instagram was down like I want to say like 4 days ago, and I was responding to people and then
you mean
boom.
the messages?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I wasn't
Yeah.
the only one.
Dude,
I thought I
well-
was getting banned or something because I was like, my messages aren't working.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
So I was like, it really made me think. I'm like, damn, if one day Instagram's completely down, that's it. Because not a lot of people hit me through email, but it's quite a few people, and those are the only people that I can respond back to. And they're like, oh no, it's okay, yeah, Instagram's down, blah blah. But Instagram, like once that went down, I was like, ugh.
Yeah, I remember that happening actually, the Instagram thing down. Like I was trying to send messages and it just wasn't sending. So I'm glad it wasn't just me.
It wasn't just you.
Yeah.
I went to Twitter or X, whatever you want to say it. Instantly, I was like, is Instagram down? Yeah.
Okay, I have a good question for you. Do you have a like dream project or someone that you would love to like tattoo?
Ooh. You know, it's funny. I saw someone tattoo Omar Chaparro.
Who's that?
He's a famous actor in Mexico.
Okay.
And I was like, fuck, dude. The fact that she did it, I was like, I could have done that too.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't have someone in like particular, like I want to tattoo that person specifically. I think.
What about a project that you have in mind that you're like, I kind of want to work on this?
Okay, I do have a couple of those, and that's
Okay.
what I'm saying. Like, there's just all kind of surrealism pieces. Like, I'll post on my story, I'll post them on my Instagram and stuff, and I'll be like, up for grabs. Like, you guys want to come in and get it, you know? But they're just, I think that style is more famous in like Spain and just, you know, places over there, because I don't know how to describe it. It's just there's something about it, that it just makes you like automatically see that they're different. Like it's not like your basic, like, you know, your flower, your single needle, or like your horror. Like this is more like there's definitely like, you know, put like a lady and a bird together, like, but the bird's covering her vision. Like, there's more of a story behind it.
Okay.
And I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You rather work on more like emotional kind of meaningful tattoos rather than like, let me just get this whatever flower on.
Yeah,
on me.
and I've posted my flashes on my Instagram, but you know, sadly, it's not everyone's cup of tea. But I'll get the very rare people, and you know, it feels good because it's like, oh, you came to me because of this, you know.
Yeah.
And I've had a client like that, and she came in and like I did the tattoo from like here to here, and it was my piece. I did it.
Yeah.
It was really happy that, you know, she got that. There was another girl, same thing, but she got on her chest. So that feels really good to know that, like, you know, you're coming because you saw my work.
Sure. Yeah.
Not something you probably saw on Pinterest.
Mm-hmm.
And you're trying for me to tweak it a little bit.
Damn, I guess I can't show you my Pinterest
No,
idea
I mean,
now.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
But
But what percentage do you think of like the work that you do, it's like that you designed, like completely, it's original that you did it, versus like other things that people come and like, here, this is what I want.
very little. Very, very little.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Would you rather do like your own original work or something they bring in?
No, definitely my work.
Yeah.
You know, but I won't.
Is there a piece of tattoo that you're like super proud of, that it's your work and it's on someone's body?
I have a couple of
Yeah?
those. I do have a couple of those.
Cool.
There was this one where like it's like the eyeball and it looks like a a um branch of what are they called? The thorns. It's a branch of thorns going through the eye.
Oh, jeez.
But it's not gruesome.
No? Okay.
It looks nice. Like I don't
Okay.
know how to explain it. Like
Yeah.
it's just the eye looking up and it's the branch of thorns just kind of going through it. There's another one where like it's the hand and another branch of thorns. I don't know. Like
And that's something that you
I like doing
original
that,
you
yeah.
that's awesome. I like that. See, I would want something original too. But yeah, where do you see your career and the tattoo industry in 5 years?
in 5 years, honestly, I feel like just learning more. But I would hope that by then my job's more solidified, like in the sense of I have more people coming to me because of my own work rather than something they saw. Which, like I said, I'll make time for that, but I would prioritize, especially more if they came for the art that I would post more.
Mhm.
But I also haven't had the time to sit down and draw and do that on my own time.
Yeah. So where can people find you, or do you have a website?
I have Instagram.
Okay, Instagram, no website?
No website right now. See, that's
Maybe
another
that's
thing.
something that you
That's
can-
something in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. Get a website.
That's-
I would recommend
I feel
100%.
like so. See, like there's just it's a learning process. Like
Mhm.
I like how I'm talking to you. I'll talk to other people, and they're like, "Oh, you should do this, do this, and this." I'm
Yeah.
like, you know what? I should. I also need to get on like this like automatic response where people can just automatically put the day that's available, send the deposit, and message me.
Yeah.
Because it's very hard for me to do all that.
Absolutely. It's the thing is like with entrepreneurs and people doing their own thing, you have to treat it like a business. Like if you're not treating it like a business, it's not a business, right? So I would recommend you getting a website. Not like nothing crazy, just get like a simple website that shows like your work, shows like your services, where you're located as well, since you have your own studio.
Mhm.
Where can people find you? Where can people get to see the studio? Do you
I-
share their address or no?
No, I do that
Okay.
after.
Oh, okay.
Because we're still like in the private. I don't just want have people
Sure, yeah,
come
yeah.
in. It's a lobby. I meet the clients in the lobby. Everything.
Okay.
We go upstairs.
Yeah.
But I think mainly they can just find me on Instagram.
Okay, so
under
Instagram,
yeah.
if people want to reach out to you, what's your Instagram?
Inkmonic. So it's INKMONIC.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, well, hey, check out, if you need a tattoo, check out Priscila's work. Inkmonic. Hey, well, thank you so much for coming to the studio. And this was your first podcast, right? What did you think?
It was good.
Were
It
you
was great.
nervous?
A little nervous in
Yeah?
the beginning, but then
Yeah, we got going,
Yeah.
and then now it's we're just having a conversation. But yeah, thank you so much for coming into the studio. And
no, thank you.
yeah, and I'll be seeing you around. Hopefully, I'll be seeing your work. I'll keep an eye on all your work, and I'll be looking for that website. So
I gotta find
you
someone
got-
for that website.
you got homework to do. Yeah, you came in here and you're leaving with homework. So yeah, but thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one.